Hey guys and girls from the interwebs, my name's Ian.
And my name's Lindsay.
And welcome to Ballroom Blitz.
Hello lovely ballroom dancers, welcome back to another Ballroom Blitz. We're in the Latin world today. We're going to be looking at a cha-cha move. It's the hockey stick, and we're going to spice it up with an alternate finishing position. Now, the hockey stick is actually a figure that we have had a look at before, but previously we were looking at it in the rumba. As you know, a lot of our figures will transfer from the rumba to the cha-cha and vice versa with just a couple of little tweaks. So what we'll do is we'll put the link for the rumba hockey stick down below in the description so you can have a look at that to recap. But we are going to be adding in that chasse action, turning it into a cha-cha, and like we said, giving it a slightly different position at the end. As you can see from the starting position, we begin this move in fan. So it's one of your options. The alemana is another. Those are the two big ones, the alemana and the hockey stick. So this one is the hockey stick. The leader leads the follower in front of them, turns them around to the left. But we are, instead of ending in an open position with our partner, sort of square with each other, Ian sort of turned it a little bit more so that we would be ready for something like a New York instead at the end of it. So let's have a look at the leader's steps first.
Leaders, link in the description for the rumba version of the hockey stick. So we're going to go over the basics here, but if you feel that you need a little bit more, check out that video as well. It will give you all the base points. As already mentioned, we start in fan position, so we have just moved to the side. You've got your weight settled on your right foot. Your partner out in the standard fan position. Your footwork, you're going to step forward, full weight, rocking back, full weight, and then you do have cha options here for your chasse. Just start with a nice compact chasse, 4 and 1. That replaces your 4-1 of your rumba. If you'd like to then upgrade it to a ronde chasse or something else, I'll leave that up to you. But you have returned your weight to your left foot, just like in the rumba version, leaving your right foot free to move next. You are still going to Cuban cross, and you're still going to be careful not to make this a back step. That will make it very hard for your partner and the move gets too unruly. So a nice compact Cuban cross, turning your body about 1/8 or 45 degrees, and then you are going to step forward on your left along that same line. So your 2 and 3 of the second bar is Cuban cross on 2, small walk forward on 3. And here is where we're going to change our finishing position. If you want the stock standard version at that point, you would turn the follow as per the rumba version and cha forward with your forward chasse. They would go do a backwards chasse and you would enter your open position. Here though, we're going to spice it up a little bit. So we're going to take a look at the arm work, review it for the first part and then the second part to make sure that we can lead that alternate finishing position correctly. So if we examine the arm work, feet are exactly the same as what we have just done. I'm going to inspire my follow to close their feet with a small push out as I take my first 2-step. As I rock back on 3, I'm going to inspire them to walk forward. These are pretty stock standard versions for any figure commencing in fan. Here, as I do my compact chasse, I'm going to make it very clear that I want the follow to chasse in front of me. So I'm going to take my follow here and I'm going to 4 and 1, and I'm going to imagine that there's a blinding light that I am blocking out here. This creates a very different position from our alemana, as Lindsay mentioned, the other main option from fan for social dancers. Your alemana should be over here, your hockey stick here, and if there's not that much distance between them, leaders, you're not doing your job properly. So they have been chassed to here. They would almost be blocking you if they were in front of me now. You wouldn't be able to see me from the camera because that's where my follow is. After the 4 and 1, I'm ready to use my right, as we've said. As I Cuban cross, I have turned an 1/8 I'm going to inspire my follow to turn an eighth with a slight lead forward. That means that their left foot would move and turn forward with their walk. We're going to walk in tandem here, and after taking this walk on the 3 but before the 4 and 1 step, I'm going to drop my hand to turn my follow. This gets them to face me in the basic version, and in this alternate finishing position, I'm going to turn them ever so slightly more, and instead of charring towards them, I'm going to char down the line, well, not down the line, I'm going to char in open counter promenade position as if to do a New York, taking my hand in that direction, 4 and 1. A locking char, I think, is best in this particular situation. That inspires the follow to move in counter promenade position. It turns them a little bit more in their spiral action, which Lindsay will go over in a moment. And then we will have done the same hockey stick, the same guts of it, overturned it slightly and gone to our alternate finishing position. So altogether, as a rough once over for the leader steps, we have 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1.
Followers, we have just done a move that has sent us backward with a cha-cha action, a chasse action on our left foot into fan position. So this is where I'm starting. Weight backwards on my left, ready to move my right. The leader's movement of the hand will inspire me, and also I'll know because I'm in fan position, this is what I always do, to close my right foot to my left. You can put a little bit of an inverted ronde in there if you want to be fancy, but what we want to do is bring our right foot up underneath us and switch our weight onto it. That's beat 2. Beat 3, I am walking forwards on my left foot, and then I've got my chasse action. It's just a forward little chasse which will end me in front of the leaders. So the leaders will have done their sort of blocking their eyes from the sun move there, and that will inspire me to shift my chasse forward in front of them. As they do their Cuban cross, that's going to change my angle slightly. So I've been all on the one line at this point. Their Cuban cross will make me turn an eighth or 45 degrees to my left as I take that next step. So it will be 2, walking forward on the left. Nothing will change really about my position here for this next step. So I'll take my next step along that line 3. That's my right foot, but this is where the leader's hand will drop down and I will turn. This is quite usual for a hockey stick, but as Ian said, he will turn me slightly further and I will end up in this sort of dapper cross-legged position in a spiral position. I haven't changed my weight though. My weight is still on my right, and then I will be guided to do my last chasse, ready on my left foot, forward, left, left for my 4 and 1. We should be in a nice counter promenade position, ready for something like a New York. So the follower steps again. I have right, left, right, right, left, right, and left, left. 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. There you go, dancers, the hockey stick in the cha-cha. So remember that this move does and certainly can end in open position where we're facing each other, leader chasseing forward, follower chasseing backwards. So the one that we just showed you is an alternate for you to play around with. So try it out on the social floor, see how you go with it. Let us know what else you'd like to see, and we will catch you next time.
Well, that's it for this Blitz, boys and girls. Don't forget to like,
Comment,
share,
and subscribe.
See you next time.